George wanted to talk about paranormal experiences today.
Yeah, go on.
Or do you not want to reveal too much about yourself, George?
Yeah, you don't want to reveal you may have had one in a house or a building or potentially a school he went to. George Memeulous exists. George is paranormal. He exists within the lines of reality.
Come on.
Right, what's the paranormal experience? Paranormal.
George has paranormal experiences. I don't have any. George led with, oh no, I've got some. I'll talk about them. Go on.
Oh,
Is he actually gone?
Is he
He's
gone?
not cutting up.
You told me to be quiet, so I'm
I
sorry.
thought
here
you'd
we
addressed
go.
again.
Okay, I can lead.
Okay.
So I used to live in a very scary house called the Omnia House. Very famous.
George, please take over.
Yeah, sure, come on.
Go on.
No, I'm kidding, Alex. Keep going. Keep going.
Okay. All right. Basically, I lived with, at the time, this is embarrassing, I'm going to have to count this, Scott, Danny, Billy, Arling, so 4 other people. Now, nobody ever left that house, ever, right? Like, everybody was we're lazy as fuck. Like, nobody would ever go anywhere. So there was always at least 2 other people in the house, minimum. Normally 3. Maybe 1 person would leave at a time. I just remember once, I was downstairs, and I could just hear people running up and down the stairs. And I was like, nobody in my house runs. And I was so fucking confused. It was a big fucking house. Will's bin, George's bin. And I remember shouting, being like, can you, keep it down or whatever. Didn't get any response back. So then I went upstairs. I went onto the first floor, which is where Danny and Erling was. And there was just nobody on that floor. I was
So
very
did you not
confused.
just think someone ran down the stairs and then you missed them?
Oh, mate. Then I went upstairs again, and Scott wasn't in. And I texted them, and they said that they'd been out since about 11 a.m. I was the only person in the house for the entire day. I could hear people running up and down the stairs consistently all fucking day. And it was a detached house, man. It wasn't connected to anything.
Detached, that means that's it. Ghost confirmed.
Ghosts must have been in there. Well, I don't think anybody else should be running around that shithole.
No, there was just a fucking massive field surrounding this house.
There was a what?
There's no way you could hear anything from anywhere else because it was just like a desolate wasteland all around this house.
Yeah, it generally was. There was literally a tip in the front garden. Mate, I was terrified after that. I hated living there.
Did you believe in ghosts beforehand?
I've never really ruled it out, I guess, because
Right.
I don't really know, but I'm leaning more towards that they don't exist for my own sanity.
I just think it's bollocks.
Yeah, no. See, I'm of that mindset as well, which is why this will make for a very interesting discussion. But I think that if you are someone who believes in paranormal experiences and ghosts, they happen to you because you're open to them.
You're looking for them.
Yeah.
No, I seriously was sat downstairs watching TV, and I was like, what the fuck
Started
is?
sucking my cock.
No. It was not one of those stories. It was generally
What's this ghost? You want to do a Blaze Q&A?
Oh, fuck. I was a ghost in that video.
That's such a
This
classic.
ghost got a fat doobie.
Oh my god. Yeah, that was fucking terrified, man. I don't believe, so not particularly anyway.
But if they were ghosts, right? Like, why would you only hear them run up the stairs? And maybe when they got to the landing, why do the footsteps just stop sounding? Why is it just the stairs?
Well, that's the thing. I went up the first set of stairs, and then I heard somebody go up the second set of stairs. So then I was like, oh, well, there's nobody on this floor. They must have gone upstairs again. So I thought it was just Scott.
So they're a ghost that exists purely to go upstairs. That's all they do.
Can I just say, Alex, you would be the first person to die in a horror movie. The fact that you heard a noise and you followed it not once but twice, you're the one who dies first.
My bedroom was upstairs, man.
Oh, okay.
Like, I had to go up there eventually. Like,
Right,
it wasn't,
okay.
I would not have followed the... I don't know what you do if you ever get in those situations, but I always just, almost start talking as if somebody's there. Because then my second thought instantly was, oh, there's somebody going to rob the house. Because it was a big fucking house, and anybody who paid attention would have known that it's just a bunch of fucking losers living
Could
there.
have nicked some fucking mouldy cutlery or, some rusty drainage pipes.
Or an Apple Mac, or something of those lines, maybe, or a nice microphone.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so they can make commentary videos.
Sell it at CEX in Durham. It was possible.
CX Durham.
Somebody could have easily done it.
I get the speaking out loud thing because something I do. This is gonna completely discount the fact that I don't believe in paranormal experiences. But whenever I'm like in an argument with someone and I always tell myself there is a chance they might be able to read my mind. So I always say to myself whenever I'm in that kind of scenario,
fucking Edward Cullen.
I always say to myself, I know you're listening to me. I know you can hear this in my head.
Fucking
Terrifying.
Why?
Just in case, mate, because then that would really phase them out, wouldn't it? If they were just like,
You're so competitive when it comes to arguments. You're even thinking in your head, there's slight chance you can read what I'm thinking. Fuck you. I also know that I've got that base covered too.
yeah, that's a mental win, isn't it? Because imagine if you could read minds and you hear someone say to themselves, I know you can hear me. And it's just like, and they'd be like, yeah, what the fuck?
But surely they would hear you think, oh, maybe they can hear what I think. I know what I'll think.
See,
I know, you know what I mean? They might be able to hear the whole monologue.
I've thought of this so many times now that it's become just a thing I do.
That's the most thing I've ever fucking heard.
I'm gonna do the thing. I think you can hear me, can't you? Yeah. And then one day I'm gonna catch someone out who's got mind reading abilities, and they're gonna be like,
Some fucking vampire.
yeah. So there you go.
That's funny as fuck.
I'm not
But
surprised.
if you believe in ghosts, you're a moron. All right, that's where I'll go with that.
I have a story.
Hey, fucking steady on, just in case it's a bit too much.
Yeah, shut up. Do you want me to tell my story?
Yes,
Yes,
go
I'd love
on.
to.
Don't let him
I'd love to
discourage
hear
you.
it.
That's what he would
All
try and
right.
do.
When I was younger, we had like. Did you guys ever have like one of them climbing frames that had like a tent on top with a little like?
Yeah.
It had like a little plastic window, right?
Yeah.
Wait,
It was
what?
like like one of them climbing frames. You climb up. There was the little tent, and then there was a slide.
Yeah.
And in my one, there was a little plastic window, and it was like you could see through one of the doors when you climb up to the back window. The window was like on the back. So if someone were to stand behind the climbing frame
Oh, this is terrifying.
in the window, I could see it from like the living room. So one day I'm just vibing, and I look outside, and it looks like there's a man like behind the the plastic window, but there's like no body or no legs underneath. And I'm like, what is this? So I'm too scared to go out and investigate because I was like, what, probably like 9 or 10. I leave it. It stays there for like weeks, like just this imprint of a man's face on the climbing frame, like window.
Do you reckon it could have been like maybe your dad went out there at some point?
Someone's been getting railed against it, and their face has just been like left as an imprint.
They have to be fucking tall. Like
It was actually just.
it was
you
like an
didn't
old
have-
man as well.
George, I hate to break it to you. You never had a climbing frame. That was your dad's sex swing. They just put it out in the garden. It was way easier.
Oh God, George, your parents have got it rough this episode.
Yeah, they click
And not
off.
like
If
that.
it's-
Not like that.
No, that's every week.
We said it was going to be a shorter episode today. It's just going to be an episode about me.
George, I'm sorry, you're probably mortified. I was gonna say that, like, George, do you think it might have been like had like an ancestor died?
No.
Because you told me that when do you want to talk about this? I think you might know where I'm about to go with this.
No,
When
I don't.
Thatcher
If
passed
I don't-
away.
If I don't want to talk about it, we can cut it out.
Okay, you said that you always get a feeling when it's the last time you're going to see someone, right?
Yeah, I do.
Oh my god.
I do, and it's always right.
You've never had that with me, have you?
No, I haven't.
You're not fucking. Unfortunately.
Fuck
Get
off.
it with you, and he'd be like, "Fucking come on, yes."
No, genuinely, I do get that. Like when like there'll be like no reason for me to feel like that, but then I know when it's gonna be the last time I see someone.
Fuck
Do you
hell.
reckon if it ever happens
Like,
with
that's your
another
raven.
one of us in the group, can you tell the other two Eboys when it happens?
All right.
Yeah, so we can prepare for the cut.
Well, you should just place bets on my death.
Yeah.
Prepare the tribute videos in advance.
Have you ever had that and just gone to somebody? Have you thought of writing a will recently?
Yeah, you feeling alright today?
Yeah.
And they go, no, not really. You go,
Maybe
get
consider
on
it.
that.
I've always when I was younger, and the reason I asked about the face on the slide or whatever it was, is because when I was younger, I think my great grandfather died. And then whenever I had a shower, that'd be great. Make a joke.
Where is this going?
He was right where he used to be when he was alive.
No, I always used to, the pressure.
We always used to share them.
Okay, great. The pressure of the water on my shoulder would always feel like a hand.
Like a soft embrace.
No, it would feel like a firm, like reassuring hand. You know what I mean? On my cock when I was like 6 years old. So no, I kind of would make moments in my head where I'd feel like he was still there. That's what I'm trying to say.
Naked
in the shower with his hand on your back.
Mate, I was 6 years old or some shit. You can't.
That's horrific, James. Generally.
So weird segue just to say you shared showers with your great granddad.
I've never shared a shower.
You've really shoehorned that one in.
Who was the last person you shared a shower with? Oh man.
But with this climb frame thing, I've kind of just rationed out. Like now at my big old 22-year-old self, I'm like, that probably wasn't a ghost. It was probably like, I don't know, like.
It might have just been like a mark on the window, or
Yeah, something
Like
that
James'
it was.
great granddad peeking in your window.
Yeah, it was detailed. It looked detailed, but it was likely just.
was
like,
the face moving, or was it just like
It was static.
static?
Could easily be like condensation on the
Yeah.
window.
It was the summer. So
Ah, it's a ghost then. Yeah, 100%.
That's
It's
it.
a ghost.
Confirmed.
No, it wasn't condensation. It was like dust. It was like dust and stuff.
Ghosts will only really come out in the summer because
But it looked
like,
really realistic and it really scared me.
That I can imagine. Definitely being a kid and seeing that must have been absolutely terrifying. Because even that, like, that's quite like jarring for me to hear. I'd just be like, "Oh, that's weird."
Yeah.
yeah, this wasn't an episode to do in the dark, really.
Will, you got any?
No, because I don't believe in it at all.
Boring.
I'm not like not sharing. No,
Have
I'm
you ever
not
had,
boring.
like-
I'm just being honest.
Have you had any kind of like self-reflections with death and kind of like interactions with the idea of death, like me?
No,
Interesting.
I'm just chilling.
Okay.
You ever thought about killing someone?
Yeah, just you on a regular basis.